Wow, sports are so fun. It's so awesome to be around a bunch of other chaotic children and kick around a ball. I sure hope nothing bad happens. Huh.
Growing up, I was never really into sports all that much. The only times that I'd ever be watching sports as a kid is when either one of my relatives is watching it and I happen to have walked in on them, or it's the literal only thing on TV. Yeah, that's right, I grew up on cable. Sue me. Anyways, I want to talk about my physical experiences with sports. As a kid, I never really got the choice of doing sports or not doing sports. My parents would always just tell me that I was doing some kind of sport and I'd just go with it. I wasn't the smartest as a kid. Flashback to the hide-and-seek incident. Anyways, let's get into the stories already. For about 3 or 4 years, I did lacrosse. My dad was probably one of the main reasons I went because he adores lacrosse. It was either that or one of my friends bribed me into doing it because they were doing it. Pretty sure it was my dad. Regardless, one time I was at practice, and I was getting a bit bored. Me and my team were all getting a water break at the moment, so I started a conversation with one of them. A little human interaction can't hurt, right? So I said, "You're not doing too bad out there. Looking stupendous out there with your skills." And then he turns to me and says, "You're not cool. Stop it." I was just trying to start a conversation with this potential friend, and he just bluntly says, "You're not cool." He could have just said thanks and walked away, but no. People have to be such jerks to maybe, I don't know, boost their non-existent self-esteem. You're in the 3rd grade! Nobody's gonna care! Wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, sports. So I did soccer for a few years. I'm not sure exactly how many, but it doesn't matter. I was actually a pretty decent player. But here's the thing. My town team is known for sucking so bad at soccer. Frankly, any sport to be honest. Last time I remember playing, we lost practically every game we played. The only game we won was against a team that was also from our town. So at least we weren't the bottom of the barrel. Only a couple centimeters above the bottom. Anywho, one time when I was fairly young, probably like 1st or 2nd grade, one of my British friends, who I shall call Teacup, brought like 15 Pokemon cards to practice and said, "I'll give you these Pokemon cards if you beat me to the end of the field and back." And seeing that I was a pretty fast and energetic 7-year-old, I agreed. We raced down the field and at one point he was on the verge of beating me. So, like the funny man I was, I tripped him. God, I was a mischievous child. Of course I beat him even though we were like neck and neck when that happened. But he surprisingly did give me the cards, which was astonishing to me because it wasn't a fair race. I guess he noticed we were close enough and that I looked desperate and gave them to me. It was either that or he didn't care for the cards. Let's talk about basketball for a moment. I don't really have any significant stories from playing basketball. I remember one time I had some pretty big hair for that year, and during the game I had the ball in my hand, and the person guarding me yells, "Watch out for the hamburger head." Hamburger head? Okay, I get that my hair was puffed up and all whack and stuff, but you didn't have to go that far. At least call me a cheeseburger. Another time during a game, my coach didn't put me in the game at all, and I just sat on the bleachers. There's no actual point to this story, I just thought it was strange. I wasn't that bad. And, yeah, that's all the cool and unique stories I have of playing sports. It's not very many, but I have nothing interesting that happens for the most part. What? You think my life is interesting? Just because I'm a storytime animator doesn't mean my life has to be interesting 24/7!
I'd like to thank everybody who worked on this. All the animators are so talented and you should definitely check them out. Their links will be in the description below. I'd also like to thank all of you guys for 1,000 subscribers. It's amazing how many people have subscribed to my channel. And hey, who knows what's gonna happen in the future. I have a lot of videos planned out that I want to do, so stay tuned for those. And yes, I'm doing one currently. To be honest, I still do not know what to say for these end cards. Follow my socials, I guess. All the links will be in the description. And hey, who knows, maybe I'll do future projects just like this. So if you didn't get in this time, maybe there will be a second chance. But who knows, time will tell. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this amazing video. Be sure to like and subscribe and whatever else you can do. Check out all the amazing animators that worked on this. And as always, see you around!